of our Libby Quilt Along. So, what you're going to be doing for week 1, we are going to be prepping our fabrics. Here, so you need to gather your fabrics. These are my selects. You need a half yard cut of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fabrics to make the mane of this quilt. And then you're going to need 1.5 yards of background, I believe. Hang on, let me grab my pattern and look on the back of it real quick. So key things to know about this quilt is pieced on the diagonal, as are a lot of my favorite quilt patterns from Kitchen Table Quilting. They go together extremely quick, so you're not going to have a problem whatsoever with that. 1.25 yards of background. Look at that. And this, of course, is my binding. This is a kit. If you would need a kit, let me know in the comments. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, for prep week, we are going to select our pieces and decide which one goes where. Which one is fabric A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. We go down to H for this pattern. This gives you a sneak peek. If you want to make a larger quilt, take a screenshot now. Alrighty. Pattern is available in our shop at farmerswifequiltshop.org, or you can go to the link there and download it, buy it and download it from Erica over at Kitchen Table Quilting. Here is the front. It is the Libby. Okay, so fabrics are selected. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to starch my pieces for the ultimate stabilization while we are sewing, and iron them. And then I will proceed to do my cuts. If you starch after you cut, you always run the risk of your starch shrinking your fabrics. So we like to do that first. If you're going to use something like Best Press, there's not a whole lot of shrinkage, but there's a small amount of shrinkage. Just be prepared for it if you choose not to do that, okay? Get my background pieces. We are going to need labels. So I will cut my pieces and lay them in a stack in the order in which fabric A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. And the reason why you want to do that is, and then you are either going to take a picture or you're going to make a chart on a piece of paper. I will detail that tomorrow. So we're just doing our breakout. This is just a real quick rundown of how this is going to work. So you are going to decide which fabric goes where. There is a great, on her website, if you need help deciding how that's going to look, she has a coloring page on her website that you can follow. Print off, use, color it in with color pencils so you can see how it would look. Once you decide what fabric goes where, you are going to label them, and you're going to keep a piece of scrap fabric labeled with that letter. That way, whenever you start to put it together and you're like, oh, this is fabric, which one again? You can look over at your chart and remember that that's where it needs to go. Next Wednesday, we are going to start piecing. So what you're going to do this week is you're going to prep your fabrics. You're going to decide where they will go. And then you're going to cut your strips out. Okay? Remember to cut your longest strips first, then do your shortest ones. If you have any questions, be sure to pop them into the group, which is Stitching with Farmer's Wife on Facebook. There we go. Ooh. And then I will be glad to answer them and do a demo on that. But so what I'm going to do tomorrow, so tomorrow's video as part of the stitch along is going to show my fabrics will be starched, and then we will label them and begin cutting. Okay, and I'm going to show you that video will have details on using her cutting chart that she has in there, all of those things. If you understand it, no biggie, cut away. We want to see. All right, and then after I post tomorrow's video, which will be all the hints, tips, tricks of everything, there will be a contest. So make sure you take pictures every step along the way, because if you post your picture in the group of finishing step 1 for week 1, you know, finishing up all the week 1 and it's homework assignments and everything, then you will be entered into a drawing. Okay? So remember, today what you want to do is make sure you pull all your fabrics. You need 8 half-yard cuts, 1.25 yards if you are making the same lap size. If you need a larger size, rewind the video, see the screenshot. If you have the pattern, see the back of your pattern. Don't have a pattern, then jump on over to Erica Jackman's website, kitchentable.quilting.com. Get you the Libby Quilt.